Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Not Your Average Joe. So, today is going to be a little bit different because nobody signed up for this topic that I'm going to talk about. There was only like three topics that nobody really signed up for, and this was actually one of them. The topic was originally called accents. I thought it would have been cool to hear like accents from people from different countries, people that I know from outside of the US or people within the US. I thought that would have been cool to listen to as well. But I guess nobody was really feeling it. So I thought it would be cool to kind of change it up and to give some Southern terminology 101. So I am from Alabama. I'm born and raised here. And so I thought I would go over some fun little Southern terms, Southern slang, Southern words that people use and kind of explain it. And if I need to, I could put it in a sentence and all that. So, I thought I would go ahead and have some fun with this. So anyway, I think we are going to go ahead and get started. I actually have 45 different ones to go over, and I think this will be a good old fun time. So I think this is going to be great. So anyway, the first one, bless your heart. I guess, excuse me, bless your heart. So this is a term that many people use. I hear it used so much, so often. And bless your heart, you would think it's something very, very nice. It can be used nicely, but it's kind of rare that it's used nicely. Um like if something tragic happens, somebody may say, "Oh, bless your heart," and that may be a good, definitely that's a good, nice, I guess, nice, way of showing sympathy. But other times, more than likely, if somebody is doing something that's kind of stupid, something idiotic, usually somebody's reaction will be something like, "Oh, bless your heart," or "bless his heart," "bless her heart," and it just basically means you're doing something stupid, and that's the reaction that you're getting out of it. So, so that is bless your heart. So up next, the word or the phrase is going to be I reckon. So I reckon it's like you're it's like you're saying that you like I guess or I believe this like if you're just gonna say like I reckon I'm going to go to the mall today. It's like I suppose I'm going to go to the mall today. I think I'm going to go to the mall today. I believe I'm going to go to the mall today, I guess. And so it's kind of, I mean, it could be used different ways, but that's just the way I kind of interpret it. So the next one is going to be I'm fixing to. So I'm fixing to is like, I mean, it's pretty simple. It's like you're about to do something. Like I'm fixing to leave. It just means like I'm about to leave. So so yeah, there's that. Hill of beans. This is one I don't really use, but I hear it so much. It's like basically a hill of beans. Like it isn't like worth much. Like I guess whatever like you're talking about, it's like doesn't mean much of anything. Like I always hear like the phrase like it doesn't matter to a hill of beans, and I think that's what basically kind of means. It's like it's not really worth talking about, or has like little to no value the conversation or whatever the topic, or if there's something that's bothering somebody. I guess that's kind of what like hilla beans means. But but since I don't really use it as much, I mean, I feel like that's kind of what it means. If I'm wrong, you're more than welcome to correct me. So, the next one, oh, over yonder. So I hear over yonder. I used to hear over yonder. Back when I was working at my first job, which was Food Giant. I would hear it, especially from like senior citizens, saying like that. I mean, younger people, I'm not sure if they use it as much as older people. Over yonder basically means it's like something that's farther out in the distance, like farther over there. Like if somebody's telling me that there's like a spill like on aisle one and I'm on aisle 10, they may say, "Oh, there's a spill over yonder." Sometimes I could get you guessing, like, how far, like, where are you talking about? Like, you're gonna have to give me a little bit more specifics to it. So, over yonder can be very vague. It's, this is definitely just means it's something farther off in the distance. So, there's over yonder. Okay, so this phrase, I saw on Google that this is a Southern phrase, and like I could be wrong, but I'm going to go ahead and explain what this phrase means anyways. So pot calling the kettle black, it basically means that somebody is calling someone else out on like the exact thing that they're doing. Like if let's just say if I'm lying and I hear that somebody else, like if I've just lied about something like yesterday and the next day I hear somebody else lying and I'll call them out on it, somebody could basically tell me, oh, it's the pot calling the kettle black because, basically, unless you're calling somebody else out for something that you just did. Uh, so yeah, let's have pot calling the kettle black. There you go. All right, this next one. This one's not as southern as it sounds. I mean, like it really doesn't sound southern, really. I'm about to fly off the handle. That basically means that you're about to lose your temper. You're getting very angry, and you're about to lose your cool. So there's that one. Okay, a doohickey. Listen, I'm not exactly sure if it's southern. Like other words for doohickey is like a whatchamacallit, a thingamajig. It's basically like an object that you can't like remember the exact name for. Like if like I have a ring light right here, and if I couldn't just remember it, I would have been calling it like a whatchamacallit or a doohickey, and unless I just kind of throwing it in like that. I'm sorry, I'm like terrible at explaining these things. Um, so I've seen these like done on YouTube where people like explain Southern slang, or if they're from Australia, Australian slang, and or if they're from Great Britain, British slang. But I'm trying my best here, and so I think hopefully I'm giving some of y'all some insight. Especially you from the North or the Midwest or from outside the country. So um, so just hopefully I'm helping you learn something. Okay, give me some sugar. It's I said sugar different on purpose because I picture like a grandma, like picturing her say like, "Give me some sugar." so uh, so give me some sugar is not meaning like actual sugar. It means like give me a kiss. And so yeah, was it sugar is kiss, and kisses are sweet. Sugar is sweet, and the South is sweet. We love sweet. We love sweet tea. We love it all. We love being sweet. I guess. I mean, there's always some rude Southerners, but Southern hospitality is what we're all about down here. And shout out to the Southerners. Okay, speaking of Southern hospitality, we say this phrase a lot to especially those that are older than us. Um, Recent times, it does seem like there are older Southerners, and there's even this newer generation, like people even around my age. They don't like being called ma'am and sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. It's like basically like I don't know, just showing respect to the person that you're talking to. And yeah, so recently I have seen that where like people they'll say like, "Oh, don't call me ma'am because it makes me feel old," or "Don't call me sir because I feel like I'm some old man." And so yeah, like I said, it's that's kind of what yes ma'am, yes sir. I guess in other places I just say yeah or mm-hmm, I guess. So yeah, there you go. When we respond, we usually say yes ma'am, yes sir, especially to our parents. I know I definitely do with mine, and I'm sure most other Southern, kids out there, even though they may be grown adults, I'm sure they still say yes, ma'am, yes, sir. Just out of respect for our parents. Okay, a hissy fit. So a hissy fit is basically like a temper tantrum. It's like if you're pouting or if you're like a grown person that's kind of like going off the edge, like that's gone off the edge basically, and that's going kind of crazy. That's acting like a Karen. Um, that's probably like the best way to relate it, especially with nowadays. How Karens are out there going wild, and yeah, so that's a hissy fit. So if you see a Karen out there, and then you're from the north, and if you want to throw a curveball out there, you could say she's throwing a hissy fit. So warn, slap out. Ooh, I use this word so much, or this phrase so much. So warn, slap out. It basically means that you're like super tired. You're worn out. You're physically worn out. You're mentally worn out. Like you're done. You're done. You're done with the day. So yeah, so just that is definitely one that I use, especially when I'm like, if I'm like outside and I'm doing like some physical activity and I come in and you just feel that nice, cool air and you just lay on the couch. It's like, I am worn, slap out. So there you go. Yeah, it just basically means that you are like really exhausted. You're tired and you're done with doing any kind of exercise for today. All right, so let's see what else we have. Hold your horses. So, hold your horses usually is used whenever somebody's kind of like in a hurry or they want like an answer quick or like they're very jittery and they're like all over the place. It's kind of like hold your horses is like calm down, slow it down, work on your patience, take a chill pill. So yeah, hold your horses. I like that one. I hear that one a lot. Okay, I like this one too. You're barking up the wrong tree, which basically means I'm not the one you want to mess with, and I'm not the one. Like, don't come for me because you're barking up the wrong tree, and I will come for you. Maybe not in a I will kill you way, but more of a just don't mess with me. You're gonna regret it. So I like that one. You're barking up the wrong tree. It's raining cats and dogs. I'm not sure if this is exactly Southern. Saw this according to I was like searching Southern phrases and all that, and I picked out the ones that I knew and like what they meant. But